Hey everybody, my name's Wesley Henderson. Um, I chose to do my project on Shark Tank episode. The first um, idea that was pitched was called the Scrub Daddy, and I've actually seen those in stores. It's a pretty good idea. The the value go along with the Scrub Daddy as far as like what it's for, what it's used for, is the idea was a sponge that will change densities depending on the temperature of the temperature of the water. So as the water gets hot, the sponge gets softer and it's not as abrasive. As you put the sponge in cooler water, it stays hard, it's more abrasive, and can scrub harder surfaces better, such as glass top stoves or something that you don't have to worry about making scratch marks in. Um, Another cool feature about it, it has a smiley face on it. The two eyes you can put your fingers in, stick down in a glass, swirl it around inside the glass. It cleans the bottom, the sides, everything at once. It also has a smiley face built into it. The smiley face you can put spoons, knives, forks, anything into. You can clean both sides of them at the same time. You just have to squeeze it. Um, if it does get dirty, just like any other sponge, you just rinse it out, get it back in the temperature water that you're wanting, continue on. Um, uh, the asset of what the business was worth at the time of the episode, which was season 4, episode 7. Um, the business was a little over 3 months old and had made a little above $100,000. It's, you know, pretty good money in that amount of time. It said it had been on QVC 3 times in that 3 month span. Every time that it had been on, they added another 30% to the quantity that they were wanting to be able to publish on QVC. The problem he was having was he was wanting to build a facility to produce his own, not have to source it out to other businesses. And the problem with that was the other businesses couldn't keep up with the demand that he was needing to expand the business more nationwide, um, being more um, grocery stores and more areas like that. So of course, it had already went live. It was already a good business going on. He was just needing the money to help expand, production. Um, what really stood out to me was when they was asking questions. Why is this product any better than anything else? Basically, it was, yes, it's still a sponge, but where you can change the densities of it for the applications. Um, they were also going to come out with a scrub mommy, a scrub baby. The scrub baby was sized more for um, milk bottles for feeding babies. Um, the scrub mommy was just a little bit smaller, than the scrub daddy, and so on. They was also coming up with a stand that you could set it on at the sink so that the water would drain off and you didn't have to worry about mold and such as that. Um, would I use the service? Absolutely. Um, I think it's a great idea. Matter of fact, my daughter surprisingly has seen these before. Um, so if I find one, I'm probably going to buy it. And as far as if I would invest in it, obviously I don't have the money to invest in anything, but if I did, I do believe this would be one thing that I would invest in just for having one tool, being able to do multiple items with it. Um, One of the questions asked by the sharks was again, all you have is a sponge. Why is this going to sell at a grocery store versus any other sponge that's there? And basically, the labeling and the packaging was made to be a better seller than anything else. It is kind of costly compared to the others, but with the labeling, it draws you in. It's bright colors. The sponge is yellow with a smiley face. It makes you look at it, and once you see it, you start realizing what all it can do versus the other ones. Then as far as the second episode, it was a couple um, that they had two dogs. They wanted to make a healthy snack for a dog that they could share back and forth. Basically, they come up with a all natural ice cream that would be safe for dogs to enjoy as well as humans. Um, as the sharks tried the ice cream, none of them liked it. They all thought it was disgusting. They did like the people. They liked the idea. The problem is the customer base would be so small that none of them were inclined to give them any money for this. Um, and as far as me, would I buy it? No, I don't think so. Um, I also, wouldn't invest in this either. Again, it's such a small clientele, and the cost of producing the ice cream, it didn't really give a price, but I'm sure it can't be cheap. So, that was the two episodes that I chose to write on. And um, my question is, if you had a opportunity to invest in a company for something that you're not going to use, but you think it would be a good idea, would you still invest in it? Thank you.